Hi everyone. Just a quick check-in here to show you another piece that I did of this the encaustic painting series I've been doing. I think I showed you the last one, although I did add something to it. I put it on my blog. I think I showed this one. However, I added the edging. The little kind of frame of the copper, and I like it better that way. It feels more complete to me. So she's a little bit different design than the one before, and then I did another one yesterday. And this one is hard to tell, but it's kind of a blue-black, the background. It looks black, but it actually has some blue in it. And then I did some accretion with the wax and then lightly put down some of the gold foil onto the tops of the accretion, and then there's gold and copper foil there. So she's another one. She's more of a kind of a seed mother. There's the love mother, the tree mother, the seed mother, I don't know. And today I didn't have to, but I chose this day to take up another piece that's going to be in Manassas at the Hilton. It's Hylton, Hilton Performing Arts Center, and they have a gala. It's a fundraiser. They have a gala and a silent auction, and I was given the opportunity to contribute something for the silent auction. So I contributed one of my pieces that I actually have had hanging on my wall since it came back from Kentucky. It was in a show in Kentucky like 2 years ago. And I really like the piece, and I was almost thinking, oh, I shouldn't give this one up. I really like it. But, I mean, I don't know. I guess there's a possibility it won't sell, but I think it's a really nice piece. It's a relatively large piece. So anyway, the nice thing about their silent auction is that the artists are given the option to take a percentage of what the sales price is. A lot of places, when you contribute to some sort of fundraiser, they don't like give you anything, and so they give you the option of donating it all or contributing a portion. So I'm going to take 40%. So that would give them 60% of whatever the sales will be. And it's a very nice piece, and it's a very nice framing job on it too. It's a larger cyanotype. So I needed to take that up because they needed it by like the 11th, and I wasn't going to be traveling that day. I think that's Sunday, and I guess they're going to be installing that day. But I wasn't gonna drive up then on a Sunday, so I picked today to drive up, and I actually had to retrieve some work that was the two smaller pieces that were in Ollie Ollie, and I'm actually kind of happy to have this back. It's nice to sell work, but I guess I become attached to some of the more either labor-intensive or meaningful work to me. And I guess I just make a lot of meaningful work. The photo encaustics are more generated. I like them, but when it's just the photo that's been treated with encaustic, it's not as, I don't have as much invested in it emotionally, whereas any of these that are the paintings or the stitching work, I kind of get attached to them. But I think the more I create, and if I can start selling work, and generate the finances to create more work. As a matter of fact, as I was driving, when I drive up and back 95, so I don't know, it's like an hour and a half. It can be anywhere between an hour and a half and 3 hours to get up and back, depending on traffic. But fortunately, the way I timed it and the fact that it was early in the week, I you know, miraculously didn't have any traffic, so I was able to do the drive in well under 2 hours each way. It was like an hour and a half coming back. But I do listen to, I have a bunch of Clarissa PInkola Estes audio CDs, and it's the Power of the Crone series. And I just find those really inspiring as far as resonating with the whole creative energy. So if anybody hasn't listened to those and you are a creator, or I mean, we're all creators, aren't we? Hopefully we all create something, whether it's gardening or artwork or writing or, you know, whatever else may be your particular creative medium. I should say they're inspiring for me because of how she explains and encourages this idea of being one's authentic self, and not being clouded by anybody, you know, culture's idea of how we should be or how we should create or how we should look or anything like that. So I got them, I think I got them on the Sounds True website, and I'm pretty sure I have like all of them, and there's like 4 or 5 different sets, and they're like 4 to 6 CDs in each one, and they're just like really, really inspiring, especially with her storytelling. So as I was driving and I was listening to her, and I was feeling, you know, the feeling, or I should say, allowing my own authentic creative energy to kind of circulate. I came up with another idea for another piece in this series. So far I have the large vertical one that's purple and red and has the copper and gold in it, and then I have this little blue and green one with the copper, and then I have this one here with the accretions and the kind of black background. I mean, this one kind of, the idea came to me when I was just having a real struggle over the weekend, and just after we had that windstorm and everything, and I was just like feeling like I was in the midst of this, you know, transitioning energy of winter to spring, and I was feeling my own sort of like sense of being tossed around and pushed through. So this was my idea here of the, you know, pushing through this vortex or maelstrom of energy. And so now I have a thought for another one. I was getting some ideas as I was driving along, and I think I'm going to do it on the bigger panel. How big are those? Oh, it's raining again. Let me see, how big is this one? I did one large one. I think I have one left. Yeah, there it is. I did the first encaustic painting I did, that is just the blue and brown with the circles of red and yellow and orange and the spatter and all that. So what size is this? Okay, it's 18 by 24. And I haven't decided yet how I'm going to have the orientation. I may have it horizontal, but I need to order some new. It's okay. It's just raining. Come here. Come up here. Right here. It's a rough day. Come, you don't want to come up? I was going to take her for me on the drive, and then a neighbor said, "Oh, you can leave her with me," which I think was better for her. And it was trash day. She doesn't like trash day. So that's what's going on here. I've got a crit tonight at the Visual Arts Center. I'm going to bring some of my cyanotypes for that. which will be interesting because I've never really participated in anything like that before. And, oh, what else? What else? Just, yeah, I'll order some more pigments and get started on that, and just, you know, keeping on all the different things that, you know, you have to do in life. But for anybody that is really interested in delving into their authentic sort of like creative self, she writes The Power of the Crone sort of geared towards women, but when I hear it, and she will say every once in a while, it's, you know, this is the human thing. It's not necessarily a female thing. I hear lots of stuff in there that I think would be applicable to anybody, regardless of your gender, as far as creation. But it is, I mean, as a crone myself now, just sort of embracing that sort of energy of accepting the wisdom of life as we have lived it, and, you know, the liberation that can come with that. You know, it takes a lot of trust and that sort of thing. I mean, it's still work. But anyway, yeah, I think you can find them on Sounds True website. Yeah, more again another time.